What's up, guys? It's me, u4iX, and so RTX was this weekend. It literally just wrapped up as I'm making this video. So, what was RTX, the Rooster Teeth event, all about? Well, a lot of it was about Halo 4, right? So we got some new info, and Forge mode was both unveiled, confirmed, not quite fleshed out, but I would say we got a lot of new information on it. Well, let's be honest, they've got a handful, like 8 bullet points of information on it. A lot of it sort of stayed the same in regards of what you'd expect coming from Reach. But there are a few key points that I want to highlight, basically just the new things for you. So if you looked at an hour-long video and that was intimidating to you and you didn't want to watch the entire panel to get your Forge newness, this is what this video is for, right? And I'm going to break down the bullet points. So it was showed off at RTX, right? Awesome. What do we see? We saw almost a Forge world-like environment, but instead of it being an entire world where you had these dedicated zones, which I'm guessing took a lot of power away from like the Reach engine, we now have 3 maps that are dedicated to editing in Forge world. So we also earlier, I think a few weeks ago, we found out that there were 10 maps going to be released with the launch of Halo 4. So I'm not sure if these 3 Forge world maps are included in those 10, so we only have 7 original maps, but we do know that there will be 3 Forge world-like maps in Halo 4. Another new thing that was very useful was when you were highlighting over an object, it showed you exactly the name of the object you were highlighting over. So if you had a bunch of objects in one sort of area or behind each other, instead of grabbing the wrong object and moving it, you know exactly what you're about to grab, pick up, and move. In addition to this, another new feature was that you can lock an object in place using the D-pad. So you can't, if you pick it or select it, it won't shift or move it around at all if you alter your camera angle or movement. You can just do that by pressing left on the D-pad. Locks it into place, the object actually becomes a different color. It's sort of got this tinted hue, a red hue to it when it's locked. And that's also extremely helpful. It'll make making Forge maps a lot easier. There's too many M words. That's what the problem was. There's too many M words. But I think you guys got the point. What else? What else? Let's go down the list. Dynamic lighting on all forgeable objects. So basically the maps are going to look way prettier. Way prettier, to put it in a weird way. So any lighting that's on the map, all the Forge World objects will be affected by it. So it accepts shadows from the environment and casts a shadow as well. You guys know about shadows? If you don't, you can just look it up on Wikipedia if you need more information on what shadows are. Alright. Next up, there's no weather settings. I don't know how many people wanted weather settings. I'm sure it would be cool to have, but we don't have it. And finally, one of the most interesting things, personally, is you can make player trait zones. So take a map like Zealot in Halo Reach. The upper atmosphere is all low gravity, and you can drop down and you become normal gravity, right? Previously in Forge World, if you wanted to have like a low gravity map, you couldn't just dedicate it to a specific zone, though you could make zones for like the hill and things in Halo Reach. Now you can make a zone just dedicated to a player trait, maybe invisibility, maybe slow movement speed, maybe low gravity, like exemplified before. So that could be used really interestingly by forgers to create, maybe there's a shorter path, so you can shoot down this short path right into the enemy base, but in order to get into the enemy base, your movement speed is going to be reduced and you're going to become an easier target. Something like that would be very cool. So that's just sort of the new big things in Halo 4's Forge World from the Rooster Teeth event. Once again, I'm u4iX from HaloCouncil.com. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to, you ready for it? Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out HaloCouncil.com for more info. Alright, you guys got it?